Hello and welcome everybody to another single session stream. This time courtesy of Fifth in Line, who requested Voice of Cards, the Isle Dragon Roars demo. Since we have the stipulation of it needing to be something I already own or something I can get for free in order for us to do these single session streams. So yeah, welcome everyone. And Cat Evie, thank you very much for that tier 1 subscription. 51 months. And the new pajama pants I ordered are being returned. Oh, didn't fit? Not comfortable? Well, hopefully you get it back okay. But yes, welcome. And yeah, this is a game. I remember this getting announced, and then the following two games got released like 6 months after each other. Like they got released super quick. It was kind of wild. But what I can say right off the bat, this music's good. You can definitely tell this is from the guys who did Nier. I got a size medium and a size small. That's unfortunate. Hopefully you get a better one. Yes, this is a Yoko Taro game. I don't believe directed by him, but I believe produced. Egro with a tier 3 subscription, 54 months. Glad to be here with all of you for more fun times and attempting to find the balance between Xenoblade Chronicles X and Monster Hunter Wilds. Good luck. With those two, I'm not sure that there will be any time for anything else for the next 9 months. Yeah, you can wait on the Switch too, I suppose. Oh, goodness. But, yeah, I just know that this is sort of... It's an RPG that's... treats cards like a tabletop game or something like that. It's told through cards, and as if you had I think D&D or a tabletop game. It's I don't know. For better or worse, the cards still like collision detection. I mean, that honestly, there's a charm to running into like going through the cards at a certain point. All right. Let's see, we'll emphasize in red. Got all the shadows. Confirm is A. There we go, subtitles, subs on. Okay, cool. I think we're all set there. There's a nice short RPGs too, great for a palate cleanser between larger releases. Well, that's cool. Torimax with a highlighted message saying, even though this is a demo, it can also serve as a prologue for the game since you run into the characters you play as in the game. Okay. Yeah, I think they said that this is a kind of a different thing, so should be quite fun. All right. Let's go ahead and start this up, see what we're in for. I did see that JCM of Chaos. I really hope it gets that chance. Alright, let's just shuffle this deck. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine, hear the game just fine, all that fun stuff. And thank you for taking time out of your schedule to actually watch me rather than play Xenoblade X, or do both at the same time.
Good afternoon, or should I say evening, morning. Morning?
No, evening.
At any rate, I'm the Game Master.
Oh, hi.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too.
Before we begin, there is something I must tell you.
Oh?
You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards.
Okay.
Which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on.
We got that.
In fact, I insist on it.
We're already taken care of.
As you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well.
It does help.
Now then. Are you ready?
I think so.
Let's begin.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome to Voice of Cards. You are about to take the first steps of your adventure.
Ooh.
Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions. I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
Boy, this does match D&D, the feeling of a DVD. It's Todd Habercorn as the narrator. Oh, that's cool. Who might you be?
I am merely a witness to your exploits.
And you guys can hear him just fine, correct?
Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one.
All right. That's just a nice table. Man, this game master is elaborate.
This is Castle Advent. Queen Nilla reigns over the kingdom from within its walls. 3 white-clad adventurers have gathered here at the Queen's summons. Present yourselves, O faithful of the Ivory Order.
Alright, this aesthetic is cool. Your piece is in the middle of the screen. Use the left stick to move in the direction you want. As you continue on your journey, your objective will change. Press the X button whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. Excellent. The full games also have near-themed skins and music DLC. Of course it does. You will see cards with glowing edges on your adventure. Step 1 to 1 to trigger an event that will move the story along.
From upon her throne, the Queen regards the adventurers. So you are disciples of the Order.
Oh, is he the only voice actor in all this? That'd be something.
The youngest of the 3 steps forward. She holds herself with well-born grace. I am Winifred of the Ivory Order, Your Majesty, she says. I lead this fellowship. She bows, glancing to her 2 companions.
The tilts of the card. That's a nice touch.
In response, the stern-looking one inclines his head and brusquely names himself Berwin.
Honestly, these guys look like they could come straight out of Dragon's Crown.
The older man is the picture of courtesy, as he genuflects and introduces himself as Hedwyn. It is these 3 our story follows today. In other words, your party. The Queen acknowledges the fellowship with a nod. In a soft voice, she explains her errand.
He has all the voices, so that's one of the reasons the series is called Voice of Cards. So he were just wow, that's a single voice actor. This dude had to work.
Someone has stolen the royal treasure. I bid you reclaim it. Under normal circumstances, I would entrust this to my soldiers, but I do not wish to spread thin my forces with the recent monster troubles. It seems the troubled queen has judged she can entrust this matter to none but the Ivory Order, beloved of the people and unmatchable in battle. It is our honor to serve you, Your Majesty, and thus the quest falls to the Fellowship. Short of any clues that could lead them to the culprit, however, they press the Queen for further information.
What is the royal treasure?
The Fellowship asks the Queen what the royal treasure is. The Queen describes a bottle containing a certain liquid.
Boy, this game requires a lot of cards.
Without it, she trails off, but the desperation in her voice suggests its loss could spell disaster for the kingdom. The Fellowship asks the Queen if she knows anything about the thief. The Queen says witnesses might be found at Nexton. Usually, one would expect recompense for this sort of undertaking. As demanding a reward would go against the tenets of the Ivory Order, you hold your tongue.
Of course.
The Queen, however, has already said she will reward the Fellowship with whatever they desire. It seems the royal treasure is just that important. Pray tarry no longer here. I await news of your success. The Fellowship bows and takes their leave.
All right. We've got our quest. Head south to Nexton. Press the plus button to open the menu. There you can perform various actions such as saving and changing your skills or equipment. The cards you encounter on your journey will be added to your collection, which can also be found from the menu screen. Please give it a look from time to time. Well, let's take a look here. All level 5. Let's see. We've got a healer. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty much like you'd expect. Alright, we got some potions, salves, and a revival. I gotta love the dedication to the aesthetic. That's for sure. Alright, there we go. Oh, really? Each of the 3 games has a different GM voice. Did not expect that. Hey, Gregster. How's it going?
We can waste no time finding the treasure. Winifred strides toward town. Wait, cries Berwin, blocking Winifred's path. A monster.
No.
You dare stand in our way? Edwin scowls at the foul creature.
He looks kind of cute to me.
It lunges at the Fellowship.
Oh, crap. He stopped being cute.
Rout the enemy.
Fight is on. Take down all the enemies and victory shall be yours. Ah, almost. The number in red indicates HP. When a card's HP drops to 0, it becomes incapacitated. A card's attack is indicated in its lower left and defense in its lower right. Give careful consideration to your and your opponent's values before acting. Got it. I don't know what creating a gem does, but oh, he needs the gem in order to actually cast. Okay.
That was lucky.
That does it for the battle basics. The rest is up to you. Play your hand wisely. Oh, okay. They get extra. Anyway, just getting all the crits. You dropped Pokemon Legends Arceus today. Got to the second area, but I just wasn't really having fun with it. That's fair. I've heard really good things about Crusader of Senti. It seems to be an old classic for the Genesis. So I hope you're enjoying that.
Winifred heaves a disgruntled sigh as she smooths her rumpled garb.
I don't know why we wear white. We keep getting blood on it.
Showing no signs of weariness from battle, Berwyn silently wipes the monster's ichor from his weapon. Hedwyn inspects the remains of their foe. The queen spoke true, he mutters, his face masked in contemplation.
So can we play Xenoblade Chronicles X on stream if requested, or is that on a never again list? So I'm because I want to do some stuff for GVG for it, I'm going to be playing that as much as I can in order to just get through it as much as possible. To the point where actually once we finish the Voice of Cards demo, if there's time, I'll probably play it tonight on stream just to have a little taste. But that being said, I was hoping to get it started, but because of the place I pre-ordered didn't get them in until the afternoon. I didn't get to play during the day like I was hoping to. So I was hoping to be a little further in when I played for you guys, but I'd be starting from the very beginning.
Winifred gives a grim nod at his words. Mayhap the treasure's theft and the monster's behavior are connected somehow. First things first, the Fellowship needs to gather more information. To Nexton, they set their sights.
Well, there's Nexton. Easy enough. I just imagine playing this game in real life and being like, man, this would be a pain to set up. Lucky for you, there are all sorts of establishments in town to support you on your adventure. Would you care to have them explained? Sure. This is the inn. Rest here to recover your party's HP. This is the apothecary. Here you can purchase items to restore your party's HP, cure the status ailments, and more. This is the armorer. They sell weapons and armor to give your party an edge in battle. This is the item shop. They stock candy items to use on your journey. This is the game parlor. They come here to play some card games when you need a break from your travels. That about sums it up. These establishments are here to help you, so don't be a stranger. Yeah, this was shown during a direct Ice Climber. It'll take a little bit till you get to the Blood Lobster quest. But my old guide should still be up if it doesn't treat it better. Oh, it's very cool. The world's made of cards. Just imagine it being actually in real life. Oh, I will add that, Pedro. It's always in my my personal list, but sometimes I forget to update Twitch for that sort of thing. So I'll make sure to do that. Thank you, though, Pedro. Looks like we have just an armorer here.
I'm too scared to leave town with all those monsters out there, the woman sighs.
That is a giant loaf of bread.
Welcome to Nexton, hails a man.
That's just thin Santa Claus.
The man doesn't respond to any question except to parrot back his original greeting.
Oh god, he's stuck in a loop. You fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlocked mature man's character story. The heck? Have you heard there was a theft?
The Fellowship asks if he's heard anything about the theft of the royal treasure. The man's eyes widen.
Yes, it's Beladro.
He leans close to Winifred and whispers something in her ear.
Oh, in that case, Dreadfighter, just explore. Again, Dreadfighter, if I have to emphasize anything, if you're not doing side quests, do the side quests. Absolutely make sure you do the side quests. That's where you are going to just... That's where the game shines. Especially when it comes to reinforcing the main quest.
Welcome to Nexton.
Seems a little stuck in a loop.
Having nothing to ask? you take your leave. The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
Well, I wonder how I get their stories.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
What do we got? Get a better mercenary sword. Okay, so far 480. And all of them could use the Ring of Protection. Let's get the specific stuff for the aesthetics of this game are really good.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
Um, 25G, we'll just keep it for now. Yeah, now is a great time for side quests. Honestly, Dread Fighter. That's more the main issue, Alpha. Oh, that's the fun part, Cyber Tiger, is figuring out how to. You get a quest that's higher level than you, but you can figure out a way to sort of finagle and sneak in and actually do it on your own. I saw that. We got 4 strategy games on the NSO for the Super Nintendo out of nowhere. Kind of surprising.
A woman sits hunched over by the side of the road.
Hey, lass.
On catching sight of the Fellowship, she calls out for their aid. She's sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary. Winifred rushes to her and helps her up. Berwyn lifts the woman onto his back, and the Fellowship sets out in search of an apothecary.
All right, let's find an apothecary. Well, there it is. That was easy. You can jump over to upward-facing terrain cards. Use the right stick to choose the direction you want to jump, then press the A button. The heck? Oh, weird.
You arrive at the apothecary.
I've heard of them, but I've never touched them. You've unlocked fast travel.
After taking a curative, the woman begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, she beams. She turns to the Fellowship, her eyes widening in surprise. You 3. It seems she's only now realized the Fellowship are disciples of the Ivory Order.
This is a very chill
The
game.
woman takes each of their hands in turn, thanking them for their service. The Ivory Order is famous for providing medical supplies throughout the realm, and indeed the wider world. Every smile the Order brings to someone's face makes Winifred proud to be a disciple.
I didn't hear about Lego One Piece. You fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Mature Woman's flip-side story. You can read special stories about the characters and enemies among your collected cards. Progress through the adventure and defeat myriad enemies in your path to collect every special story. Let's do it. Not a day passed that he didn't wear his hair or arrange his clothes just the way she liked. She was the prettiest girl in the village, and one day he was sure she'd notice him. Ah, you gotta get the retail version. He made a promise to the love of his life when they were married. I shall love you till death do us part. 1/2 century later, he has proven to be a man of his word. Every morning she wakes up early to get breakfast ready, and every morning she has to take her husband's abuse. There's only so much a woman can stomach. Hello there, striking out on your own, are you? Oh, I've been at this long enough to size up at a glance. Don't worry, I'll make exactly what you need. They literally call it just fleur balls. Fleur balls, yes. Some of these stories have crazy twists. It's Yoko Taro, of course they do. Oh God, we killed children. That's not good.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires. The apothecary catches sight of the fellowship. Ah, the Ivory Order, to which I owe the prosperity of my humble shop, she says. She gestures to the drawers filled with her wares. Pray, choose one of my concoctions and take it at no cost. It shall be a token of my thanks to the Order. The fellowship insists they will pay as any other customer would, and sets about browsing her wares.
Unfortunately, we're broke, so I doubt we can actually get it. Ooh, cure target of curse, cure target of poison, deadly poison, cure target of lowered attack and defense, and revive. Ah, the quicker pepper upper.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
This is a RPG, JTL Drago.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
Alright, that's just a cute character design. Although when you really look at her, she has a massively long neck. Like, you see her face and she's cute, but like, you see a bit of her neck coming out above the thing, and then there's even more. Like, she has, that's a very long neck. That poor girl. Generates 3 gems, deal 5 damage to a target. Okay.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks. The man claims he saw a suspicious someone leaving the castle grounds carrying what looked to be a medicine bottle.
Amy, thank you so much for that Prime subscription. 45 months now, saying, begone ads. No idea what this game is, but hope you enjoy. Got a sub and run so I can get the kids to bed and get to bed myself. Good night, everyone. You probably like this, Amy. It's very D&D coded so far. She's from the long neck tribe. Nothing wrong here.
He didn't get a good look at their face, but says they were nothing but skin and bone. The Fellowship thanks the man for the useful information.
Does it go on sale off in Fifth in Line?
You make your way to the inn, where you're greeted with a hearty hello by the owner.
Good night, Sleepy Amy.
You're from the Ivory Order, aren't you? Thanks to a royal decree, you're allowed to stay the night for free. And you're not about to refuse such hospitality.
Sure I am, because I didn't get hurt. That's a lot of character stories we're getting.
Apparently, there's a monster lurking around the outskirts of town stealing medicine, and only medicine. Rumors claim the monster fled to the west.
With a little more information, the thief is as good as caught. Ah, yes, man's story. Story of man.
The woman begs the Fellowship for their autographs. She seems to greatly admire the Order. I know there's nothing to worry about with disciples of the Order here, she says, relief flooding her features.
Yeah, I know these are relatively short games.
She was attacked by a monster outside of town. A strange creature, she says, nothing but bones, and it clutched a bottle of medicine as if its life depended on it. Thanks to the information gleaned from the townsfolk, the Fellowship is all but certain of who has stolen the royal treasure. The first clue was the Queen's description of the treasure, a small bottle containing a certain liquid.
I don't know if I'd get this right away, Fifth in Line, but it's something I want to keep. I'll keep in mind. It's much more on my radar now.
Then there's the bony figure seen fleeing town, the skeletal monster clutching the bottle of medicine, and the monster that fled west. From all that information, the Fellowship distills the thief's true identity.
Whodunit? Ah, yes, the street urchin, of course.
Realization strikes Winifred. I know who our thief is. The monster made of bones, Hedwin interjects. The one that fled west.
Oh yeah, JTL Truck. Don't worry, I did all that. I did all the research. Onimusha Blade Warriors is on our list to play. We're not going to miss any.
Berwin nods in agreement, as if to say, another sage pronouncement from the great and wise Hedwin.
I just realized all of them has Win in their names. Hers is just at the beginning.
Winifred clears her throat, proclaims that the Fellowship shall head west, out of town, and walks off. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine.
Hey, Daniel.
Swigging this curative and that.
Thank you so much for the raid. I believe you were playing Golden Sun. How goes that? We were checking out the demo for Voice of Cards tonight. Making good progress?
An innocent-looking young boy accosts the Fellowship. Want to play a game with me? He asks expectantly. In this parlor, you can play cards.
It's it's a game by Yoko Taro, and
I'll give you this if you play with me.
And I love the aesthetic. Very D&D coded, just by way of cards. I'm on 2 devices. Yeah. Oh, no, no worries, JTL Jago. Alright, let's see how this little game works. Oh, trust me, I'm feeling it now. It took me a while to get it, and it's sitting right here. I want to play, but gotta stick to our schedule. The goal is to use your cards to get more points than the other players. You get points by arranging your cards into sets of matching cards or consecutive straights. Try making a set. When the game starts, each player is dealt their hand one card at a time. Then everyone takes their actions in turn order. You're up first. Draw 2 cards from the deck. Now you have 3 cards in your hand. Select 2 that have the same number. This set is worth 4 points. Make a set with the selected cards? Sure. Oh, it's definitely slept on. Without a doubt. Oh, it's Rummy with TCG level twist. I do enjoy Rummy. I play Rummy with my friends during the beach. When you make a set, you earn points equal to the sum of the numbers on the cards. From any cards left over, you can choose 1 to remain in your hand. This is the end of your turn. Next will act for the other player. I don't have any cards that can make a set. When that happens, you have to discard all but 1 card from your hand. Discard until you have 1 card in your hand. Oof, that's rough. It's your turn next, but let me take this opportunity to explain the play screen. This is your player card. That's where you can see how many points you have. The sets you've made are here. You can have up to 3 sets at one time. You can see what you have left in your hand here. The pod is at the top. Any player can use these cards when making a set. The cards remaining in the deck is shown in the upper left. When this reaches 0, the game is over. And that's the play screen. Let's return to the game. I believe it was your turn. Try making a set from the cards in the pot and what's in your hand. You can make a set with up to 3 cards of the same number. You have 3 aces, so let's try making a set. Okay, ace is only worth 1 point. Interesting. There's so many different versions of ways of winning mahjong. That's ugh. I still don't understand mahjong. Oh dang. That 4 worked out well for him. By the way, you can also make sets from cards with consecutive numbers on them, but you can only make 1 set per turn. You can make a 2-card set with the 3s or a 3-card set with 2, 3, and 4, make whichever you prefer. Oh, we're going 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the art in this game, Sonic Summer, is very pleasing. You can make sets from 2 or 3 cards of the same number or from 3 consecutive number cards, but you can only make 1 set per turn, and you can only have up to 3 sets at a time. When you make a 4th set, you'll have to discard one of the sets you already have. That's it for the basic rules. Oh, you gotta... You know, for tutorial, this kid is pretty good. Alright, explain the menu screen. Bring up the menu with the plus button. There you can look at the rulebook or decide to abandon the game. Complete a set of 2 to 3 cards with the same number from your hand or the pot, or 3 consecutively numbered cards. Let's see, that's worth 4. This is worth 3. So let's get rid of this. All right, that's how the game plays. We did it. Very cool. And we're doing pretty well, Heroes Live. How are you? Almost as if a Yoko Taro character almost hustled you. Good thing no currency is involved in this minigame. Ain't that the truth? Alright. Let's see how we do. Yeah, golf claps. Golf claps all around. Yes, yes, yes. Well done. Well done. Well, this feels familiar. There. I'm just excited to play some more Xenoblade, but I have a lot of counting to do. For the tallying to do for the PlayStation 2 top games, and whew. Make sure you vote in that if you haven't already. Why, yes, I will take the thing worth 18 points. Oh, the music's so good. Shoot. Oh, I forget what he has. He all. Do 3 and 8. Aha! It worked out. Oh, no, it did not. Crap. Alright, well, we got 6, 7, and 8. Oh, yeah. We do have the new Atelier game out, and honestly, I just saw that there's a pretty good cross promotion going on for it, where they have like gear related to that game in Tekken 8. Which, who knows if the Tekken 8 audience cares about that, but still. 14 or 2 is 5. No, yeah, 14. And definitely get rid of the only 4 points. Good enough. I think I'm doing all right. Yeah, definitely winning handily. Now I just need to make sure he doesn't get any more. Let's see, that's 6 points. Nope. 14. Yeah, no, get that. Don't need that. Fun Granblue Versus note this week of the free edition. 2B is one of the characters you can play as, which means now DLC characters will be on the rotation. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, Rummy can be a lot of fun with friends. Alright, 16. That's 18. No. Yeah, this one. Technique audiences care. Oh, I didn't realize it was a Arena exclusive outfit. That, yeah, they'll care about it in that case. Then, yeah, for sure. So yeah, very smart crossover there. All right, we won. I'll be honest, I think that minigame goes on a little too long.
Thanks for playing, the boy squeals.
But we got the
Hands
medicine.
over the medicine bottle, as promised.
Wait till you have 4 players. Oh no. Alright, let's get out of town. While exploring the world and diving in deep into dungeons, you will encounter enemies with which you must do battle. Your adventure will be over if everyone in your battle party is KO'd. Should your journey meet an unfortunate end, you can continue from your last save point, so it is in your interest to save often. Select data from the menu screen to save. There's also an autosave feature to periodically keep you covered. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and save. Oh yeah, definitely explore. It does, and yes, there's more players than the TCG level twist I mentioned. Oh boy. Ice Climber with 100 bits, thank you so much, saying, around December I'm going to Hollywood for my second time at Universal Studios Hollywood, my first time at the Super Nintendo World, and your first time at the Price is Right. Maybe also do the Walk of Fame. Price is Right is probably the coolest one, to be honestly, because I watched Price is Right like crazy as a kid. And always seemed like a lot of fun to be in there. Maybe I saw a section of the Walk of Fame. That's in a seedier part of town than you would expect. Like, it's kind of dirty. These are gems. You'll need to spend them to use certain skills. You gain 1 gem whenever you take an action and can store up to 10 at one time. This icon indicates how many gems a skill costs. You can't use the skill if you don't have enough gems. We'll just finish this dude off. Okay, maybe I should have killed the other one. Whoops.
Nice work.
Some of your attacks are elemental in nature. The 6 elements are fire, water, bolt, wind, light, and dark. Cards take more damage from elements they are weak to and are less damage from elements they are resistant against. Knowing enemies' weaknesses and strengths will help you choose which skills to wield to your advantage. That'll do. Hey, look at that. Level up already. Sweet. Oh, no, they want me to pick one. Left. Oh, I could have got a quality salve. Bummer. So, it's an RPG just with a card aesthetic. Like, we're in the overworld. We're hunting down a thief. It has the aesthetics of like a D&D campaign, and that's kind of it. The overturned cards are the ones that are select items with the Y button. Okay. Boy, that's dangerous to also have dice involved. Ah, to resist wind. Interesting. You think it'd be upset about its ruffled fur. Boy, this guy likes to crit.
Congrats.
Yeah, I imagine the story of the full game actually gets way more involved. Sweet.
Let's not go there just yet. I haven't quite finished the story for that section, you see.
Ah, the DM's dilemma. Oh, event.
A bizarre rock appeared. It seems primed to explode.
Uh-oh. Very much D&D. Well.
The bizarre rock transformed into a fear rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
Face your fears. Doesn't seem... Oh, wait, 50... I just realized the 50 on its... Ooh, okay. Let's... Crap. Yikes. Okay, at least he doesn't do much damage. He just has... Let's try white light. Boy, that was not worth it. Where's your crits now, buddy? Well, there's a crit.
Fortune favors the bold.
Fortunately, we got him. Oh. Friggin' jerk. At least she survived. But we leveled up. Oh, dang. Methinks I want to go back to town. All right, Amy. Imagine a regular RPG, except the aesthetics are through a card, and the story is told as if you're listening to a dungeon master in D&D.
Here to stay the night? The innkeeper asks the moment you set foot in the inn.
That's sort of the best way I can put it.
The party leaves the inn feeling rested.
The fact that you can do that quick travel is very nice. I think, honestly, I think you dig this, Amy. I think you actually really like this. I don't see anything I really need there. But I do know there's some accessories we can get. I will say the one seemingly consistent complaint I have is that the game feels a little slow to move. Which is ironic because this is definitely the faster version of doing a card game like this. Oh, can't cross the mountain. Oh, enemy. So is it just Fifth in Line that's tried this game, or have others here played it as well?
And fight.
Yep. Those things are definitely weak to fire.
That was lucky.
Summerwini's played the demo plus 1 and 2. Very cool. And Colix has played it as well. Oh wow, Tormax has the platinum for that. Holy crap, that does so much damage. Party feels a little OP. Hey, there's our quality salve. Oh, look at that. We got Furball's story. Alright, I'm going to guess... Okay. I thought the woods would note where we can't go any further.
The Fellowship moves westward, only to be unnerved by the sight of a human figure moving through the trees. The presence of large packs suggests a traveler.
Hot, is it
The
not?
sun bears down hard upon us this day, Winifred says, approaching him. The traveler lets out a chuckle. Indeed, I've just been swimming in the sea to the west. Then perhaps he is heading east? I beg your pardon, but did you catch sight of a monster fleeing west? Winifred inquires. He gives her a puzzled look. There's nothing out there but the sea, he says. That and a cave full of monsters on the opposite shore. I suspect you might find your quarry there. The fellowship exchange glances and nod as if to say, then that is where we shall go. Alas, they will need a boat to cross the sea.
It is kind of unicorn overlordish.
Traveler hoists his packs, suggests the fellowship speak to the fishermen on the western shore, and takes his leave.
Oh, another event. Oh, good, a bizarre rock. Oh, that can't be good.
The bizarre rock transformed into a treasure rock.
Okay, never mind. That was very good. I would have thought rolling a 1 would have been bad in a game like this.
A monster appears to be in pain. Seems the poor thing's been poisoned. You may be able to aid it by administering some antidote.
I don't know if I have any antidote. Yeah, let's help it.
You take pity on the creature and administer some antidote. Healthy once more, it gets up and makes its way to who knows where. Every so often, you catch it looking back at you, but before long, it's out of sight.
Oh yeah, we were always going to get to this at some point, Dead Alpha Lion. Okay, that's a crazy looking fisherman. I want to see how far north it lets me go.
About the enemy.
Yeah. Really don't have to worry about these guys. All these floofs are not really giving us any trouble. I played a few of those, Jace, but it's not something I, usually I play card games with my friends. Freeze. Attack to explore. Freeze off roll is high. Ooh. That sounds like it has potential. Aha. Oh, okay, another event. Friggin' bizarre rock again.
The bizarre rock transformed into an aqua rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
Uh-oh. Uno went off when? When somebody requested, I suppose.
And fight.
Oh, it's one of these.
That was lucky.
It was. Let's try freeze. Nice.
Nice work.
Cards afflicted with freeze cannot move until they are attacked and take double the damage. Ailments last either a set number of turns or until the end of battle. Cards cannot be afflicted with more than one ailment at a time. Instead, the new ailment will replace the old one. Bah. Alright. I'd say we're going to use that full swing then if we're doing double damage. Hell yeah. Took care of him. I actually don't own Uno. Not as a video game, anyway. I think... I'm surprised we're still finding new stuff. We'll move on now. I think we've seen plenty. I mean, she's strong enough that she can kill these things now, so that seems like it's a pretty good shape. Got it. Sounds good, fifth in line.
The Fellowship comes upon an anchored ship. Close by, a fisherman of exquisite physique pulls a net out of the water, his muscles rippling.
He's leaving very little to the imagination.
For lustful reverie, Winifred races to his side and asks that he give the Fellowship safe passage aboard the ship. That vessel is cursed, the fisherman mutters, trembling.
Cursed, you say?
Night after night, it leaves port without a soul aboard, headed I know not where. Come morning, it is once again anchored.
I'll be right back, guys. Amy has a bug I need to deal with. I'll be right back. Oh, you don't? Well, yeah, but it's a bug you want me to deal with. Alright, we're back. Oh, good night, Gregster. You take care. Got the bug for Amy, although she laughed when she saw the screen we left it on. She said, "Oh my God, that guy's package."
This, to the fisherman's mind, is the result of a curse. His head drops into his hands. With but a single dispeller, I am certain I could lift it and sail away.
Come sail away. Oh, you mean like this?
Hands the despairing fisherman a dispeller and asks again for safe passage to the cave beyond the sea. The fisherman snatches up the concoction, so delighted that his pectoral muscles begin twitching. The Fellowship politely ignores this fact.
I don't know. Berwyn up there is just as ripped as that dude. He's just more dressed, which is saying something.
He opens the bottle and proceeds to douse the ship.
It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. The monsters that await you in the cave are most formidable. Speak with the fisherman when you are ready to depart. Ah, yes, the Muscle Man's character story. Honestly, it reminds me of Guy Sensei in Naruto.
The Fellowship hears a young man arguing with the apothecary. "Make it cheaper," he bellows. As the Fellowship approaches the door to intervene, the young man bursts out of the shop. He storms past Winifred, nearly crashing into her. "Watch where you're going," she shouts after him. But he makes no move to apologize, instead squaring his shoulders and walking off. "What a hateful little man," grumbles the apothecary. Winifred vows to teach him proper manners should they ever meet again.
Ah, just a tease for the full game. By the way, Amy, real quick. Do you notice, look at the girl that's on the screen right now. Do you notice anything about her? Anything that stands out about her character design? I'm curious if you noticed what I noticed. No, not her face, but it's close. Kinda? Maybe it's just me. Is it? Well, is it just me? Her neck seems really long when you look at it. Because you see the part that's exposed, and then you have the blue part that's in the in the thing, and then it's all of a sudden it's like, ooh, that's a very long neck. All right, let's get out of here. I don't remember Danganronpa girls having that long a neck, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Are you ready to set sail for the
Makes
cave?
sense.
The fisherman asks. How will you respond? "Let's shove off then." He beckons you aboard.
Alright. We're level 8. We should be able to handle this dungeon just fine.
The Fellowship arrives at the mouth
Sweet.
of a
It's
dank
dank.
cave. Its damp, rocky expanse threatening
It's
to swallow
dank.
them. Monsters could come pouring out at any moment. The fisherman has anchored the ship in the cove. "Come back here when you're ready to return to the mainland," he says.
Alright, let's check out this cave. Oh, got an enemy. I did see it's getting a season 2, JTL Drago. I haven't seen any like a trailer that shows anything what it's going to be about, or if they're going to acknowledge the ending of the original, but it should be fun at the very least.
work.
Oh yeah, I still have not seen the new Ranma. I still haven't watched Delicious in Dungeon. I'm behind. I see, I've never watched anything related to Guilty Gear, and it seems like it's a whole new thing, so I'm not sure if I should watch it. I'm curious about the story of Guilty Gear, but just haven't played any of the games. You look flammable. You are. It's interesting with how it's set up, especially after Strive's ending. I'm guessing Guilty Gear isn't anywhere close to being done with its story. Whoops. Ah, making Syndic protag. That makes sense.
Rout the enemy.
I haven't really heard too much about new animes coming. Wasn't there, like, speaking of apothecaries, wasn't there one like a Apothecary Diaries or something like that, where it's almost like a medieval house? Ooh, magic staff. Strive kind of acts like an ending since a lot of character arc ends. Ah, okay. I feel like she needs to boost more. Well, it's not about House Alpha. I mean the old show House MD. You know, Sherlock if he was a doctor. I'm curious about this. Had a feeling. We got a door, but I don't know if that's the door we need to go to or not. We're going to save, actually. Sounds more like a Kemu MD, which is also an anime that's airing right now. That one's okay. Apothecary Diaries has a little bit of that, but not too much. Okay. Like I said, I've been out of the loop, so I'm definitely not up on what's current. Oh boy, that was excessive. I've seen bits of the Loud House. It's never something that's been that engrossing me. Yeah, our son Ryan likes it, but I don't know. Never quite caught my interest. Amy likes it though. Full game has a high speed mode. Probably not a bad thing. Yeah, these guys are pretty strong right now.
You did great.
Got too sleepy to keep playing Xenoblade X, liking it so far. Really need to get into it in all the systems over time, though. Oh, yeah. I cannot wait to dive into that game. Ah, we could have got a curative. Bummer. Oh, hey. I love how when you just naturally explore and you come across the stuff that you need to progress anyway. That's always nice. I can't tell what's in the original and what's quality of life update, but I can see so much I like that. It definitely feels like a modern game. Yeah. It's been a while for me, so I'm not sure exactly how much I'll remember, but I know I can just tell you a baseline. Just if they even do basically what they did for Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition, it'll be a much better experience. Oh, you think some of the monster stories can be done in the demo? Let's take a look. Red fungos are fiercely territorial, killing all who set foot on their land and turning the corpses into red fungo colonies. Forest creatures fear their swelling ranks. Forest dwellers so covet the red fungo as a health food that they leave monster carcasses in the forest and return to collect them once the fungos have colonized them. So is this something extra I have to do, or? These creatures shed rapidly as they age. Upon losing the last of their fur, they cry out the remainder of their bodily fluids, leaving behind a nearly mummified husk. Ugh. Night after night, the orc children scour the corpses of the monsters they've killed, searching for the raw materials necessary to make their next instrument of death. So basically you just get more details about each of them. What am I doing? I could have just fast traveled. Apothecary Diaries is a bit of politics, bit of detective, bit of slice of life, China's emperor harem. Kind of hard to describe, but a good watch. I've heard such. Oh my god. Why aren't you a big boy? This should be enough to finish you off. I'm going to guess that's an adult orc. Oh, just fun, sometimes creepy extra stories like the weapon stories in Nier. Okay, so they just you just sort of get details.
The door before you is shut quite tightly. It appears to have a keyhole. The simple key may be of use here. The Fellowship slides the simple key into the keyhole and turns it. The lock opens with a thunk.
Hey, Rusty. I'm enjoying Voice of Cards. Has a very just cool aesthetic, kind of just chill vibe, honestly. Is this your first time playing Xenoblade Chronicles X, Rusty? Ooh, never had a Wii U. I'm so glad you're enjoying it then. Let's go and save. Just to be sure. But we're handling this pretty well. This doesn't seem like a difficult game. I don't need to flip all the cards, but I like flipping all the cards.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles.
Choose a card and hold the A button to raise it up ever so slightly. If you hold it just long enough, you may be able to peek at what it contains. There's not an inch.
Berwin pushes the massive handles against the door with all his might. It moves not an inch.
Swan56 with 100 bits saying, honestly speaking, once your best games poll gets to the Wii U, for most of us, we top Wii U games that we played on the Switch. Yeah. There's not really many exclusives left for it, is there?
Out of pure frustration. As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding contraptions.
Nice. Do you push or pull? Slide.
Something leaps out at the Fellowship from the darkness. Winifred deftly parries the attack with her staff. Edwin looks fondly at Winifred, only to have his reverie interrupted by Berwin's cry of, "It's coming back."
Alright. Fortunately, these guys aren't too much to worry about. We're still quite a ways from the Wii U list, to be honest. We got PS2, and then Game Boy Advance, then Xbox, GameCube, you know, a few others. There's a ways to go. I think I've said it before, but the polls won't be done until around September. Just to give you an idea of how much is left. As alluded to earlier, none of these three are the part of the main party in the main game. The main party is a much more colorful bunch. Okay. Nice little side story. A powerful curse clings to the bones of these former humans, which pry themselves from the grave in search of release. Dispel the curse to render them a pile of ordinary bones. There once was a couple consumed by an ill-fated love, only to be reunited in undeath. So overjoyed were they at their good fortune that they both passed into sweet, eternal slumber. Well, that's nice. It's a mimic.
The Fellowship approaches the chest, only for a voice deep as an earthquake to echo through the cavern. You shall not have it, a voice growls. The Fellowship warily eyes their surroundings as several somethings leap out of the shadows.
Ooh, music change. We in a boss fight? What the heck? Slimes with swords? Okay. Nice.
Excellent.
Almost. He's super dead.
Nice work.
Methinks that guy was supposed to be harder.
Winifred neatly steps through the fiend's remains and opens the chest. Inside is what appears for all the world to be an ordinary medicine bottle. At last, the royal treasure is in safe hands once more, Hedwin sighs. Winifred and Berwin nod in agreement.
We got it.
Treasure in hand, the Fellowship exit the cave, exultant. In time, the Fellowship find themselves before the Queen once more. They offer her the retrieved treasure. As reward for the arduous task of returning our prized possession, I bid you name anything you desire, she proclaims.
Get that weird thing away from your mouth.
She is positively beaming and seems prepared to shower the Fellowship with riches, whether they demand them or not. But at that moment, a massive roar, the likes of which had never been heard before, shakes the entire castle.
Uh-oh.
As the roar recedes, one of the royal guard, pale as a sheet, bursts into the royal hall. He struggles to gather his breath. Just now, over the castle, a dragon, he pants to Queen Nilla. A dragon. So the great evil has returned. Queen Nilla turns her gaze to the sky, dumbfounded.
Ah, we got a vocal track.
So the monster troubles are connected, Hedwin says so under his breath, so the Queen does not hear. A profound silence settles over the royal hall. The Fellowship stand tall, unflinching, as though they know what must be done in the face of such a crisis.
Buy the full game.
What will become of the land now that the dragon has returned? I'm afraid that will have to wait. We're all out of time for this portion of the adventure. Don't you worry. We'll continue the tale another time. I look forward to our next session. Until then, I bid you good day. Farewell, friend.
That's a neat little game. I like the concept of that. It probably isn't something I'm going to get right away, but it's something I would definitely keep in mind, just because the aesthetic is certainly arresting. It's very unique. Yeah, that is the Voice of Cards demo for the first game. This is a full trilogy. It is on sale right now for, I believe, $22 if you want to get all 3 games. Oh my gosh. We got a request, courtesy of Sumo Moeni. Let the wheels of fate turn again, even though we haven't reached the first game, which we're close to. Time for Blaze Blue and Continuum Shift. Of course, just the story mode again. Preferably extend so we can see all the character stories if you can get that on sale during EVO. The discount was pretty steep when I checked last year at least, but the version you already have is fine too. Excellent. Let me write that down. Thank you so much for the request. Just barely got in there. That's awesome. Let's see here. That should be another short game, knowing, it's knowing how this goes. Let's see. Sumo Moeni. Blaze Blue. Continuum Shift. Which will be after Mischief Makers, and Calamity Trigger is not far away. It's only 3. We have to just get through Sonic X Shadow, Age of Mythology, and Pizza Tower, and we'll be there. So we're pretty close to your the initial request, Sumo Moeni. But thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it. It's a good thing we stopped early last week. You went 9 minutes over my estimate of 1.5 hours. Yeah, I like to just take my time and explore, and it worked out because we just destroyed everything in our path. You guys know how I kind of work. Excuse me. That being said, we don't have a lot of extra time because I started late, and a lot of you are already playing it. You guys up for an extra hour of Xenoblade Chronicles X? Me checking out the new game? If not, we can call it now, obviously. Hour of character creator. Let's hope it doesn't take me that long to make a character, but yeah, we are in the very beginning. Okay, this is our chance to kind of convince Loyal Dingo. Alright, well that'll be that. Of course, as always, we'll make that a separate stream, so we'll be ending off here. But yeah, this was the Voice of Cards demo. Thank you so much for this request. Fifth in line. It was a lot of fun. I had fun checking it out. And the single session streams will continue next week as we get Cloud Strife's, fittingly enough, request of us playing just continuing through my playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which has still been a while since I've last played it. So yeah, got to get to that. So look forward to that one. And yeah, I'll be right back because it's mainly just separating streams at this point. I call it there. Oh, and good night, Cat Evie. So yeah, until then, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye.